You know, that new Guabuyelis is actually doing a lot for the secondary market. Make sure you guys smash the link crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. So the Phantom Aria Demonic Lady Floros here has been kind of doing some crazy things. As you can see, 25 is on your low end, and then you've got the foil version coming in about $35 to $36, which is a little bit more expensive than what you want to be seeing with this card. But I mean, it's when it's discarded from the hand during your turn, it goes into the soul. Auto rear guard, when this unit attacks a Vanguard, choose a card from your drop and put it into your soul. If opponent's Vanguard's grade 3 or greater, you get plus 5k. The fact that you're building up your soul to be able to call out those key units here, to be able to do your thing, is actually really, really strong, which is actually really, really nice. So that's kind of what our payoff is. We've also got Philia. Now, Philia is one of those strong generics. Once again, this is like all this is, right? You're dealing with finally Dark States is back in the spotlight, and we're actually doing great things with this. I don't know what else to say about this. If you weren't expecting this to be happening, I mean, that's what we're seeing. But yeah, these are now 22s. You're down to 5 listings apiece, and I think this is just going to kind of continue to, you know, get a little bit worse on the spin out here as the future goes. I mean, just literally a couple days ago, 22s, 19s, somebody bought a $28 copy just to have. I'm not sure why people are spending that much, but you know, you've had no sales in the last couple of days, which has kind of been good. So I don't know. We're making some progress on this, I guess. Desire Devil Bubetsuu. So Mr. Bubetsuu here is definitely one of those cards that you look at and you go, all right, there is, you know, when your other rearguard is put into the soul by your Vanguard's ability during your turn, counterblast 1, choose a card from your hand, call to an open rearguard, and if your soul has 10 or more cards, you get to draw a card on top of that. So, I mean, there is an argument to play this in the deck because it is another free extender, but as you can see, the triple R's have been decimated off of the market here, and surprisingly enough, I'm really like not surprised to see this. This is so expensive now, and the crazy part is somebody just bought one for $31. So I think we're gonna kind of continue to see this uptick in this. Actually, you know, Dark State's good stuff. Then, of course, we can't forget about Blazing Demonic Lady Oriens. This ends up being, I think, like a 4 of for the deck that you kind of want to explore. Just so you can do your thing. 84s, we have 40s. These are still coming in $37 for base rarities. The reprinted alt arts, these are $35 a piece. You also had the CR down here, which these are completely wiped off of the market too. You know, $20 was where these disappeared at. So I don't know what else to say, man. The fact that we have a Dark States deck that players are kind of actively gravitating towards, that they want to play, is kind of nice. I mean, there are caveats to seeing this. I mean, I'm excited for this, but this is definitely an interesting little uptick. And then, of course, Battle Monk good stuff. Oh, boy. $80 on the price cards, by the way. I don't know how often you check in on those, but that's interesting. Of course, this was the thing we wanted to look at for the $60 mark. These are doing fine. SRs coming in at 49s, and it looks like 24s on the regular Rakuses. You got to remember, this card is, with all the Varga hype that's going on right now, too, you know, we just got the brand new support for this, which makes Varga look a lot more fun. I mean, that's kind of what you wanted to see, right? You wanted to see, you know, good support to be able to kind of turn the deck into something a little bit more interesting, and that's kind of what we're dealing with here. So it is an improvement, to say the least. Now, as you did see up here, we have prize cards to go look at. So there have been actually doing some stuff with this. This is actually not doing too bad. 625 on the generator. More generators at 800s. We are seeing Edo Safars coming in at 6s, which is fine. We still have the energy generators for this coming in at 800. We have 440s on the Taizos, which is fine. These are coming in at 700s. We do have a Steam Guard on the market for 100. I'm actually more surprised to see one of those actually coming on the market. Progenitors, Agno still coming in at 180. He's doing pretty decent with that. Shaharat's coming in at 60s. We also have the Pile Deleters coming in at 40s. I love the a monster. The Guabueolus punch for the energy is still up there. These are 40s for the Blossom Rains. These were already like extremely short in demand as it is. It's been doing all right. We have $10 copies of the Clasinas, which is fine. Columbards are $40 right now for the hot stamps. That's kind of cool. Didn't think I'd see the day that those would be actively worth something. The Barkles from Worlds, the starters are $7. It's actually incredibly cheap. The Gear Puppy is gone. Why is the Gear Puppy gone? Why don't these exist? That's hilarious. When was the last time these sold? Interesting. These kind of got bought out a while back. Interesting. That's an interesting one. We also have the Geoma glasses. These are $2 a piece now. Let's see here. These are still coming in at 10s for the hot stamps. Okay. I mean, the world of promos with Bushiroad is an incredibly interesting place, especially just as like time goes on. We do kind of get to see more of the build up with some of this stuff, but seeing the Protector of Memories disappearing, seeing, see how some of these crests are going. I mean, you can get these way cheaper in secondary sources if you know where to look, which is good. Also, this is kind of scary. So the Ace units are finally disappearing. This was not something that I thought would happen anytime soon, but it's happening actually at a much faster rate than I kind of expected. But I mean, you kind of reach that like year mark on these sets, and then they just don't get reprinted, and they all just kind of disappear. Right now, you're looking at $12 on the Maiden of Pence. Looks like you're looking at Valvok here coming in at 12s. Looks like they kind of stay down beyond that. These are 6s, these are 7s, these are 6s on these. I mean, it's kind of coming together at like a decent pace here to be able to kind of do its thing, which is actually not too bad. I do like this. This seems pretty decent, to say the least. So, hey, off we go. And, of course, the Chasm of Lost Souls, $1,500 a case. Yikes. Our Alcalciel's now at $650. Fishy's down to $600. He's actually now cheaper than Alcazal, which is crazy. A lot of this stuff is just high rarity, like triggers. Like $200 for, the Eva Mujika, I guess, is fine. $200 on the Silhouette is crazy to me. I'm actually surprised that it actually has sales, but, it's still doing it. Your Eva Mujika Dolores is gone for the crit. These are down to 130s right now, which is an improvement from where we were. Definitely seeing some fluctuations on some of this stuff doing its thing over time. The arms, 90s. I mean, interesting, I guess, to say the least. We've also got the Nebula Knight's Path. These are down to 89s and still going, which, I mean, I guess that's very interesting. Just overall, like FFRs, 59s. Alcazals are still 56s as well, which I feel like is fine. These are 58s on the Dragon, and then 53s. Oh my god, these actually... We might actually see a synchronization here between the triple Rs and the SRs, which is a crazy thing to kind of think about here. That, that high rarity stuff is doing its job. And then, of course, the Demonic Sword of Awakening. That card's been going kind of crazy as of late, but... I don't know. I'm pretty intrigued with where the market's going right now. I didn't think I'd be surprised with how things are holding up, but I really am. It's been a ride, to say the least. So what do you guys think about everything that's happening right now within the market? Please, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here later today, guys. Thanks for watching today's video. Check out tradingcardmint.com down below in the description. Enter MCool40 on checkout. Save a little bit of money on your purchase. Check out mcoolgames.com if you're interested in getting some cool playmats and single trading cards as well. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Turn on those notifications so you don't miss one of our videos. Thanks for watching.